Hello, hello, beautiful light. Grateful to be here with you in the 1212 energetic. And we just had a glorious transmission of light for this 1212 Stargate. There's so many layers to it. We looked at connecting with Three Eye Atlas and the energetic galactic wisdom, the galactic embrace, the galactic inheritance that we're all being called to move into the welcoming of. And there were so many lovely pieces, but I wanted to bring forward just a nugget for this audience to support in this energetic, ultimately the liberation that is being invited. Ultimately, that is what is happening. It doesn't necessarily look like that all the time, but there's liberation underway. And we are in a corridor starting today that will last through the end of January. And there's really two phases to it. There's 12/12 to 12/21. And then there's from now until the end of January as we prepare for the acceleration in 2026 that starts around the Lunar New Year. And for this piece, we wanted to look at you liberating you, and what does the liberated you feel like, look like? Can you begin imagining what that would be like? Maybe get a pen and paper and jot down or draw. Who is the liberated you? And as you start to ponder the question, get curious. I wonder what the liberated me is. You start to link into and explore what it would actually be like to be the liberated one, which then helps you to begin to activate what that even is as a vibration, as an idea, as a thought, yes, but more as a vibration. Some part of you starts to weave the fabric of that version of you as you contemplate, as you ponder, as you sit with it. Some part of you begins to welcome it. Some part of you starts to entertain the possibility. And so I wonder what it would take for you to begin to explore in a very unattached way, creative way, who you are as the liberated one. And I wonder what it would feel like for you to begin to link into that version of you that is most definitely in the field of probability and possibility. And whatever doesn't allow that, we release, uncreate it, dissolve it, evolve it, return it, let go, complete, whatever's appropriate. Will you take some time in this corridor, 12/12 to 12/21, to contemplate you as liberated? What would that be like? What would I look like? What would I feel like? What shows up in my world differently as a reflection of it? This is a whole new take on a vision board. It's an energetic exploration that as you apply it and really sink your teeth into it, energetic teeth, if you will, you start to craft those grids and activate who you are as that, which is what actually calls it forth. You then become the catalyst for your own liberation because you're being vibrationally the liberated one. Who are you as the liberated one? What shows up differently in your life? And what does that feel like? How do you show up in your daily life? As liberated? What different choices would you make daily if you knew you were liberated? And you might play with this, like this short period that we just spoke to, maybe 5 minutes. You could draw that out and take each question and journal it, or draw, being shown painting or drawing, or sitting in nature and contemplating that one question, that one small part of what we've so far spoken to. Pick out the one question that resonates, the way of asking it, or craft your own way of asking, way of exploring. And as you choose to move in that direction, we offer our energetic support to hold vigil for you in the process, to share information with you, to help you link in with future versions of you that can model to you and share information that supports you in moving into that for you in your own unique, aligned, empowered way. And are you willing to welcome the version of you that is more liberated than you ever imagined possible? And whatever doesn't allow that, will you release, uncreate, return, dissolve, evolve, whatever's appropriate? Moving into more of your own empowerment, your own power of choice, to turn to welcome what you are evolving into instead of resisting who you've been. Will you welcome the liberation? Will you welcome the higher octave, the freedom, the joy, the expansion? We invite a balancing and stabilizing of all your energetic fields, updating your grids or reference points, all ways in which you perceive and are perceived. And one of the things they want me to mention that we looked at in the 1212 transmission today was letting go of fear and fear-based programming. And we literally helped to rewire the brain. Like there was a whole process of balancing the hemispheres, rewiring the brain, for a whole different way of being. They're saying more balanced, more aligned, more conscious, more connected, more empowered, more free. So again, there were other elements that were so glorious. If you want to learn more about the 1212 transmission, you can check out the link we'll include below. And we're also going to be doing another live interactive group session on December 28th. This one is interactive, December 28th. And we're going to be doing, it's called Support for the Galactic Embrace. So we'll do part transmission and then we'll interact. And the idea of this is all of this time, really through the end of January, is preparation for the acceleration. So once we move through this corridor of 1212 to 1221, we want to just do a check-in, help you all orient, balance, stabilize, get oriented in your own unique ways to be able to make the most of, in a grace and ease-filled way, the acceleration, amplification that we're preparing to move through. And recognize that the way that you journey through these waves is optional. So you can choose the grace and ease filled path, or you can choose the struggle. And what we offer here is one option to align with and calibrate to more of a grace and ease filled journey through this accelerated evolutionary pulse that we are in. We've worked lifetimes to be prepared for this and to move through it. And some part of you is very excited about it, as well as the galactic embrace that's underway. And they're wanting me to share one more thing. In the 1212 Stargate transmission that we shared today, there was a pretty large portion of it that focused on the galactic remembering your galactic self and accessing your galactic nutrients. So if that speaks to you, you can check out the link below. And we'd also like to extend the invitation to explore journeying with us next year for the higher octave of you 6-month vibrational reinvention. We are very intentionally offering it next year during the acceleration to support you in the most grace and ease filled coming home to you that you could possibly have, where you reweave your grids and reinvent yourself into the higher octave that is being birthed next year. And so if you'd like to journey with us in that higher octave of you, 6-month vibrational reinvention, please reach out, email us at connect@embracingtheinfinite.com. We can get you more information. There's also information on our website, and I'll put a link below. But we will meet interactively in a small group, in a very, very intimate group, every 2 weeks, and actually twice a month. They want me to say it's actually twice a month. And we also do dream time work twice a week. And there'll be other supplemental recordings, as well as the 90-minute to 2-hour interactive sessions that we do together. So feel into whether it resonates to journey with us. That's available. And we'd love to have you as part of that collaboration. And as you traverse this very unique, unprecedented time, we encourage you to stay anchored into your light and to fan the flame of your desire to remember who you are in truth. Much love, and thank you for showing up.